We have a pretty big area for our own yard. It is probably the size of 3 city lots total. And between mowing, weeding, and caring for the garden and flowers, it's fun, but it takes a lot of time. I can't even imagine what is all involved to keep up the Glensheen estate, but it will sure be interesting to find out. First, we'll get some background, history, and information from Jane, and then we'll connect with head gardener Emily Ford, too. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you so much.
Jane, tell us about yourself and your job here at Glensheen.
Yeah, so my name is Jane Peterson Yondel. I'm the marketing manager here at Glensheen. I've been here for almost 8 years, and it has been a fabulous place to work. As marketing manager, it's my honor and privilege to be able to tell the world about how cool Glensheen and the entire 12-acre estate is. So I'm honored to be here and chatting with you today.
When was this beautiful place built?
Construction of Glensheen Mansion started in 1905 and was completed in 1908. Completely finished with all of the landscape and everything in 1909.
And who was it built for?
It was built for Chester and Clara Congdon as their family home and all of their children. The Congdons are very much important and integral to the development of Duluth and the Northland region. Glensheen exists because of the Northland's Iron Range. Chester Congdon was an attorney for the Oliver Mining Company. And so at the time, there were big names like Rockefeller and Carnegie doing their business dealings in the Northland. Rockefeller had his eye on the mineral-rich Northland. And so Chester Congdon decided to convince his client, the Oliver Mining Company, to align with Rockefeller's arch rival, Carnegie. And so eventually, after all of that, long story short, the industry folded into what we know today as US Steel. All of the investors that were a part of this became very rich. Chester included was an investor, hence Glensheen Mansion today.
How big is the mansion?
Glensheen Mansion is 39 rooms, 27,000 square feet, 15 bedrooms, 15 fireplaces. It is quite the site.
Does it have modern utilities in it too?
Absolutely. So that is kind of a fun fact about Glensheen is that Glensheen was built with electricity and plumbing, which was very common for the early 1900s in the city of Duluth.
So why all the fireplaces too?
Well, as you can imagine, Duluth in the winter can get a bit chilly. They did have radiator heat, so they had heat, but the fireplaces were a great addition to really warm up the mansion. So the Congdon family had 12 or so full-time staff members working for them. They had maids, they had butlers, they had chauffeurs, mechanics, they had head gardeners, you name it. It takes quite a team to make a 12-acre estate, 39-room mansion run like it did. Glensheen Mansion was bequeathed to the University of Minnesota in the late 1960s. Glensheen then opened to the public as a historic house museum in 1979, and we've been open to the public for tours ever since. One of the fun kind of misconceptions is that Glensheen is a bed and breakfast, which is not true. Glensheen is open to the public for tours. We host community events, and we're open year-round, which is a great way for folks to experience the history and the impact that Glensheen and the Congdon family has had.
Thank you very, very much, Jane, for telling us about the history of this beautiful mansion. And I'd like to find out more about the gardens.
Yeah, the 12-acre estate is absolutely beautiful, and Glensheen's head gardener, Emily Ford, is the perfect person to tell you all about it.